I want my damn refund. Let's talk about the 4K Blu-rays I regret buying and that I wish I had my money back. What is up, everybody? I am Mace from the Blockbuster YouTube channel. Yes, we're going to be talking about the 4K Blu-rays in my collection that I regret buying. Now, this is a base-by-base case. Base-by-base case. Basically meaning, you know, it's not the movie is bad or the 4K is bad. Some of them, the 4Ks are bad. It's just whether I bought them on a whim and then getting a collection later. Basically wasting my money on kind of an impulse buy. See, I know all of these 4Ks are bad 4Ks per se, but I just felt like I wasted money on it. Starting off with is a movie. Basically what I was saying was The Witch on 4K Blu-ray. This was a Lionsgate exclusive that was really hard to come by. Lionsgate don't really publish in Canada, so I saw this. This is one of my favorite horror movies of the last like 20 years. So I had to pick it up on 4K Blu-ray, and I paid a premium. I think I paid like 40 bucks for it. $40 Canadian. And then I read a lot of stuff here that Robert Eggers himself said he did not like the 4K of this. He didn't like the color grading. He didn't like the HDR. So they re-released it here in Canada for like 20 bucks. And I got The Witch on 4K Blu-ray with the director-approved 4K transfer. So now I own this copy of The Witch, which I will probably never watch, because if this is director-approved, this isn't, and it's actually the opposite. I'm only keeping it for the cool slipcover, which is a really cool slipcover, which I'll probably swap out because I really don't like this artwork. This artwork looks pretty bad. It's the same on here, but I don't know if this will fit. Let's see. Will this fit on this case? I don't think so. It's a chonky boy, but it fits. So yeah, I now have no use for this 4K, and I regret buying it because I was able to get this one for a lot cheaper and for a better transfer, so Alright, and the next is, and it's also not, this one is also not a bad transfer, but it is Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. I bought this at a used shop for like, I think 15-20 bucks. And then I researched more, and I heard there's like a better cut of the film, and it's in full IMAX picture quality and full IMAX like aspect ratio. This has the cropped IMAX. This is the early release. And now I want that instead of this, and I kind of want to hold off on watching this movie again because again, it's long as fuck. I think it's like it's like 3.5 hours or something, and it doesn't have the IMAX scenes. And I know that there's a 4K out there that has the full IMAX aspect ratio, and I heard that this 4K isn't the best. And I basically saw, hey, look at the slipcover. Even though this was during my peak days of like, it has to have a slipcover, and even though it's a shitty looking fucking slipcover, I still paid for it. So I would say that I regret owning this on 4K, this specific copy of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. Say what you will about the movie. Next is a 4K that I heard a lot of people were saying, oh my god, this is demo quality. And then when I saw it at my local Best Buy last year, I saw it at Best Buy for 9 bucks. I had to pick it up. That is Alita Battle Angel. Now, this is a Canadian only problem. So apparently when it comes to the production of these 4K discs here in Canada, we didn't get a proper 4K release, even though it says 4K UHD. You look at it, it says 4K UHD. But when I put it in the disc, it reads it as a 3D Blu-ray. So I'm kind of shit out of luck. Thankfully, I didn't pay too much for it, but I am kind of sad. It's kind of sad when the Disney Plus stream looks better than the 4K Blu-ray. If you go to the 4K Blu-ray subreddits and you type in Alita Battle Angel Canada or whatever, you'll find that it's not just my problem, it's a whole lot of other people's problems, which is sad because I was really excited to get into this film. I think it's Robert Rodriguez, right? And I heard it's a fantastic looking 4K, but I don't know, because apparently Canadians got shafted and we got sent an inferior disc. So this is literally the definition of me regretting buying it. Even though I got it for 9 bucks, it's just, 'twas a waste of $9. Next are the 2 Avengers films that I picked up. I mainly picked this up again for the slipcover, because it does have a nice looking slipcover. It's just cropped IMAX, little to no special features. There are a few special features, but because the MCU films are just so huge and it's just global, it's a global phenomena, that it's just, you can find these special features on like YouTube, and it feels like, wow, I spent money on this, and it's like I can just watch it online. And the Disney Plus stream, again, full 4K image, and it's, you know, full IMAX screen. So if I'm gonna rewatch these films, I'm just gonna watch it on Disney Plus. So I would say I do regret buying these, even though these look pretty. These have nice looking kind of holographic cases, and they look nice on my shelf. It's just, really, I'm gonna pay that much money for shelf warmers. So yeah, I would say I regret buying these and having these in my collection. Next, this is gonna be a very controversial opinion because I've heard actually decent things about it. It's Scream on 4K. This is a Miramax release, and Miramax / Paramount. I'm not the biggest fan of Scream. I really bought this on a blind buy, and it was expensive because this never got released in Canada. So this was an import from the United States, and I mean, it's a good movie. Is it the greatest slasher movie or greatest horror movie of all time? No, not really. And the 4K Blu-ray doesn't look that good. I mean, it looks okay. If I had to give it a rating, it's like a 6 maybe, a light 7, but like a 6.5. So I might get heated for that. It's just my personal opinion, and it wasn't that great of a film to me to warrant spending that much money on a 4K. So I regret buying this, even though that stings to say, because I know this is a huge fan base around Scream, and it's like, dude, I'd rather have a Nightmare on Elm Street 4K over a Scream. But I know Ghostface is iconic, and you know he's getting a resurgence on TikTok, and a lot of kids like him nowadays. So it's just I spent $40 on one movie, on one 4K Blu-ray, and I feel ripped off now. After watching it for the first time, again, the movie isn't the greatest, and it's just my opinion again. I have to keep saying it's just my opinion because I don't want to attack people who actually like this film. And the 4K was not impressive, or it was decent, but it really didn't be like, oh wow, 4K Blu-ray. Another movie I regret buying is, I bought this day one. I got this for $30 fucking. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I got this day one. I mainly got this for the 4K review, to make a review on it, and it didn't get many views. So, and it's a pretty bad movie, and the 4K is not as impressive as the first movie. There's less, because in the first movie, there's a lot of really good scenes for HDR to pop and colors to look really nice. In this, it's a very kind of like weird, overly blue movie, and just the movie itself isn't very good. But yeah, 4K UHD Blu-ray of Venom. I bought this day one for $30, and it was a waste of my money. So Venom 2, god damn it, I regret buying that. And then the last pickup that I regret buying, last 4K I regret buying in my collection, is Pacific Rim Uprising. Now, I did buy this on Black Friday for like $9, but still, it's kind of like a waste of shelf space and a waste of like money. I could have bought something else for that $9, but I don't know. The movie's not terrible. It's pretty bad though, and the 4K doesn't look really good. The way that it was shot wasn't very good. You know, Pacific Rim 1. It's a fantastic movie with a really good looking 4K. This really doesn't have a lot of shots are really soft, out of focus. You get maybe 1 or 2 shots which have like really nice up close image of John Boyega. But besides that, really out of focus mid shots. The kaiju battles look okay, but like it's not really impressive as compared to the first one. And I mainly bought this for the slipcover, but again, at the end of the day, I'm a film lover and I'm an image quality nut. I was gonna say Nazi, but I'm gonna say... So yeah, those were the 4K Blu-rays I regret buying and owning in my collection. Again, not all of these are terrible movies, not all of these are bad 4Ks. It's just there was something better out there, or maybe I could have gotten a better price. Like the same thing with, like I could add these two in the list. The first 2 Harry Potter movies separately, because I watched a review of someone who said only the first 2 are worth it. And I got them because I thought I was only going to buy the first 2. And then I'm like, I kind of want to watch the Harry Potter movies again. So I ended up goddamn fucking buying. And I ended up buying the whole set for like $50. So I'm like, well, now I have no purpose for these 2 4Ks. But yeah, so that was basically it. I just want to talk about some of those movies because I know I talk about a lot of bad movies or a lot of really bad 4K transfers or really good 4K transfers, But I also wanted to mention some of the movies that I'm like, yeah, they're decent, yeah, they're okay, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't buy them knowing the knowledge I have now. But yeah, so let me know down below, is there anything that you regret buying, that you, whether it was like the hype, because I know like 100% Platoon, I regretted buying so much that I demanded a refund from Amazon because it was an extremely low quality tier 4K. I've heard a lot of same things with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. The terrible DNR that removed almost basically all the detail in the film is just DNR'd the fuck out. So yeah, so again, those are my picks for the movies that I regret owning on 4K Blu-ray. Not the movies, but I guess the 4Ks in general. So again, yeah, let me know down below, is there any movies or is there any 4Ks that you regret buying and having in your collection? Anyways, I've been Mitch from the Mockbus YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Please have yourself a good day, night, evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching this. Please stay safe and God bless. Peace, cheers, and all physical media. See you guys.